Blackstone Publishing and Urban Audiobooks present Crazy in Love by Yoshe. This book is read by Ellis Park. Prologue. It was a cold, wintry Friday morning, and it was also a visit day for the inmates at Rikers Island Correctional Facility. Although the area was bustling with activity, the visit area was a place that was filled with joy and pain. The joy came from the visitors happy to see their incarcerated loved ones. The pain came at the end of the visit when it was time to leave. The visit area was nothing more than a large open area furnished with plastic chairs and small tables used to separate the visitor and the inmates from having close contact with each other. Inmates shuffled into the visiting area with gray suits and jail-issued slippers. Depending on who was visiting them, they seemed excited to see the person and what packages they had to bring. It was the survival of the fittest, and some inmates were like scavengers to a degree. No matter how well they were taken care of while behind those walls, they would still do whatever they had to get what they wanted, even if it meant breaking the rules. Women, men, and children sat outside of the control room in a stuffy waiting area that consisted of plastic chairs neatly lined up next to each other. After being registered, visitors were to put their belongings in a small locker that cost 50 cents that was returned upon the retrieval of their items. At the visit magnometer, the visitor was searched. A correction officer would put them through a procedural search without physically putting their hands on them. A strip search was only permissible if there was a reason to believe someone had contraband on their person. The visitor would walk through the magnometer that was designed to beep if there was any metal on the person. The visitor would have to take off their shoes, of course, and once the magnometer was cleared, they would run their hands through their waistband of their pants, open their mouth, and pull their pockets out of their pants inside out. The only items that were allowed on a visit with the inmate were a locker key, a commissary slip, and the registration card that was time-stamped by the visit officers at the desk on the visit floor. Sometimes pictures were allowed as well, but only with the permission of a supervisor. With babies, the CO would have to look inside of a baby's diaper. Many people have gotten desperate enough to put weapons, drugs, or other contraband inside of their baby's Pampers, too. They were also allowed to bring in one bottle for the child, with most women allowing their children to cry at the top of their lungs for another if the visit surpassed the contents of the bottle. It was a sad sight to behold. The correction officers who worked in the visit area were another story.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?